Today we are going to see expressing concentration of solutions. Okay, so it is two types of methods we have to use for qualitative method of expression and the quantitative expression of method. So qualitative method of expression means, suppose let me take on two containers. So the first container, that is the solute particle, when a solution containing a solute particle is minimum, so that solutions we may called dilute solutions. So at the same time, this vessel it contains, when a solution containing solute particle is maximum, that solutions we may call concentrated solutions. So earlier it was mentioned by dilute solution and concentration solutions. So all the terms it was not work out, so slightly confused. So that nowadays we are going to use quantitative methods. So quantitative methods means that these are the methods we are using in our day-to-day life. Mass percentage, it expressed in terms of W by W, and volume percentage V by V, and mass per volume percentage W by V, and parts per million ppm, and mole fraction X, and molarity capital M, molality small m, normality N. So these are the terms we have to use for our day-to-day life, for industrially and chemical, pharmaceuticals, etc. Okay. So the first one we are going to see mass percentage. So what is the meaning for mass percentage? The amount of solute present in 100 grams of solution is called mass percentage. Okay. So the solute present in 100 gram of solute. So here let me take on 10 gram of glucose dissolved with 90 gram of water, it gives 100 gram of solutions. Okay. So the what is mass percentage? The amount of component. Here the amount of component is 10 gram of glucose. Okay. So 10 gram of glucose dissolved by total mass of solutions. Total mass of solution means both solute plus solvent. Here solute is 10 gram, solvent is 90 gram. Okay. So 10 plus 90, that is 100 gram. Okay. Into it is multiplied by 100. So strike out, we can get the 10 percentage of mass, 10 percentage of glucose. Okay. So here, so the 100 gram solutions contains 10 percentage the weight of glucose. Okay. So the same time it is used in industrial estimations. So sometimes we can see that the commercial bleach, it contains 3.62 mass percentage. So what is the meaning? So here the 3.62 gram of bleach means that is sodium hypochlorite. Its a formula is NaOCl. Okay. So 3.62 gram of NaOCl, sodium hypochlorite, present in 100 gram of solutions. Okay. So the total 100 gram solutions, how much amount to present for sodium chloride, sodium hypochlorite bleach? 3.62. Okay. This is one neat question as well as your 1 mark questions. Okay. Keep it in that. The next one, volume percentage. Okay. So what is the meaning for volume percentage? That is expressed in V by V. Okay. The volume of solute present in 100 ml of the solution is known as volume percentage. Volume percentage equal to number of moles of component by total volume of solutions multiplied by 100. Suppose 35 ml of ethylene glycol is dissolved in 65 ml of water. Okay. So how can we calculate the volume percentage? Volume percentage V by V equal to, here the number of ml of component is 35 ml of ethylene glycol, 35 by the solute plus solvent. Okay. So 35 plus, it dissolved in 65 ml of water. So 35 plus 65 multiplied by 100. So that is that we can get the 35 percentage of volume of ethylene glycol. So okay. So the 35 percentage of volume ethylene glycol is used as an antifreeze. Okay, for antifreeze is used in cars for cooling engines, that is radiators, no. So what is the role for radiators? To reduce the freezing point of 0 degrees Celsius to 17.6 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that the cold countries also the water it will not solidify. Okay, so this is the antifreeze agent. Okay, how much? 35% of volume. Okay, right. The third one is mass by volume percentage. What is the meaning? The amount of solute present in 100 ml of the solutions. So where it is used for the medicinal in the chemical industries, for preparing the pharmacies. Okay, pharmaceutical industries. Okay, it is used for pharmaceutical industries. And mass by volume percentage equal to the mass of component by total volume of solutions multiplied by 100. Okay. The fourth one is parts per million, ppm. Okay, when a solute is present in trace quantities, then we can say that is ppm. Okay, parts per million. Parts per million equal to number of parts of the component by total number of parts of all the components of the solution into 10 raised power 6. Okay, suppose 1 liter seawater contains 6 into 10 power minus 3 gram of salts. Find the concentration of salts. Okay, so the given volume of seawater already given 1 liter and weight of salt equal to 6 into 10 power minus 3 gram. Okay, so here 1 liter of seawater approximately equal to 1000 grams. For accurate value it is 1030 grams, but for the calculation purpose we have to take 1 liter seawater approximately equal to 1000 grams. Okay, so the concentration of salt, that is ppm equal to 6 into 10 power minus 3 concentration, number of parts of the component. So that is concentration of the salt by 1000. Okay, it is equal to 1000 grams now, so 1000 into 10 raised power 6. So the we have to simplify, we can get 6 ppm. Okay, so the 6 ppm also we also we called micro. Ppm is nothing but microgram per liter also. Okay. Okay, next one, mole fraction. It is expressed in x. Okay, so mole fraction means number of moles of the component by total number of moles of all components. Okay, suppose when a solution contains both solute as well as solvent, solute A and solvent B. Okay, so that is called mixture of binary solutions. Okay, the fraction of B is more compared to that of fraction of A. Okay, so here suppose we are going to calculate the XA means mole fraction of A equal to number of moles of A by the total number of moles of solutions, that is Na plus number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. Okay, suppose we are going to calculate mole fraction of B means number of moles of B by total number of moles of all components in a solutions, that is number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. So for this case, the binary solutions, mole fraction A plus mole fraction B is equal to 1. How it is 1? Because of the sum up of mole fraction A and mole fraction B, that is the same we have to take LCM. So Na plus Nb, here Na plus Nb equal to 1. So like that, on the components present more, all the binary ternary solutions, that is the mole fraction would be 1. It is equal to 1. Okay. One molarity, it represented by capital M. Okay, number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solutions. Okay, so capital M it represented, that is molarity equal to moles of solute by volume of solution in liters. Okay, so moles of solute, how can you calculate moles of solute? That mole it represent by W, weight per gram molecular weight. Okay, weight per gram molecular weight. Here you see, suppose 4 gram of sodium hydroxide dissolved in 100 gram of solution. So how can you calculate gram molecular weight? Sodium hydroxide, suppose sodium hydroxide Na, the weight that is 23, molecular mass is 23, Na equal to 23, plus oxygen is 16, plus hydrogen that is 1. Total how much? 40. Okay, 40 gram. Okay, so that is gram weight per weight, how much? 4 by 40 gram of gram molecular weight of sodium hydroxide. Okay, so this is just for your understanding purpose. Okay, you see that weight per the moles of solute by weight per gram molar weight into 1 by V liters. Okay, here the liters we have to convert the milliliters. So 1000 by V, volume in ml. Okay, so here you see that while we are going to increase the temperature, volume also increases. The number of moles of solute in the randomness completely decreases. Okay, so molarity decreases, temperature increases, volume increases, same time molarity decreases. Molarity is a dependent with temperature. Okay, molarity is always dependent with temperature. Okay, this is one more question. Okay, right. The second one is molality. Okay, it represented by small m. Okay, the number of moles of the solute per kg of the solvent, kilogram of the solvent. Okay, so that molality equal to moles of solute by mass of solvent in kg. There we used volume. Okay, so that it is dependent with the temperature. Here the solvent in mass, kg. Okay, so m equal to weight per gram molecular weight into 1000 by weight of solvent in grams. Okay, so the molality is independent of temperature because of here there is no volume terms. Okay, so that it is independent of temperature. Molarity is dependent with the temperature, molality is independent with temperature. Okay.